Hey guys, today we're going to look at estimating a family's budget, and then we're going to compare the cost between two different areas in the United States. A budget is a plan to help you reach your financial goals. Families like to budget their money. If they know, okay, we make this much money in a month, we need to make sure we have enough money for each area of our life, like housing, food, childcare, transportation, healthcare, other necessities, taxes. Budgeting just kind of helps plan out your money and see where it's going. On this page, I have two budgets. I have one for Collin County, Texas, and then Salt Lake City, Utah. And both of these are for a house with 2 children and 2 adults. Now, if you notice for Salt Lake City, it's telling us our monthly total already. And what they did to find the monthly total was add up all these numbers, and then that's how they came up with the $6,798. Annual means for 1 year, and we're going from monthly to annual or 1 year, and we need to know that 1 year equals 12 months. So to get this next number, they took the monthly total and they multiplied it by the 12 months. That's in a year. We're going to do the same thing for Collin County. Collin County, we're going to add all of these numbers up, and when you add all these numbers together, you should be getting $6,783. And then to get the annual total, remember annual means year, remember there is 12 months in a year. And so if each month is 6,783, we're going to take that number and multiply it by 12. And that will give us an annual total of $81,400. So number 1 says to find the total and the annual for Collin County. We did that. We are done. And Salt Lake City was done for us. Next it says find the hourly wage needed for Collin County and Salt Lake City. We need to know that there's 52 weeks in a year, and then there's 40 hours of work per week. So let's look at Collin County. And their annual total is $81,400 that's needed. And we want to know how much money they're making each week. This is for 52 weeks. And we want to break it down into each week. So we are going to divide. Let's take 81,400 and we're going to divide that by the 52 weeks that are in a year. 52 goes into 81 once. Subtract 52. 11 minus 2 is 9. 7 minus 5 is 2, bringing a 4 down. 52 goes into 294 5 times. 52 times 5, 25, 26 is 260. And then let's bring down another 0. 52 goes into 340 6 times. 52 times 6 is 312. So we're going to subtract that. with 28 left over, let's bring down this 0. 52 goes into 280. Well, if you notice, 52 times 5 was 260, so 5 times. So we're going to subtract 260 and get 20 left over. I'm going to add a decimal. I want to make this look like money, so we're just going to go 2 more times. 52 goes into 200 3 times. 52 times 3 is 156. I'm going to kind of bring this part up here just to give us some more space. 200 minus 156. 10 minus 6 is 4. 9 minus 5 is 4. And then I'm going to add one more 0, and then I'm bringing it down next to the 4. And then 52 goes into 448 times. And I'm going to pause right here. So this number right here is telling us how much money per week they need to make. But again, we are wanting to know the hourly wage, which means money per hour. So we know in a week they need to make $1,565.38, and then they're working 40 hours in that same week. And so we need to break it down into hours this time, so we're going to divide by 40. 40 goes into 156 3 times. 4 times 3 is 12, so 40 times 3 is 120. Subtract, and there's 36 left over, bringing the 5 down. 40 goes into 365 9 times. 4 times 9 is 36, so 40 times 9 is 360. With 5 left over, I'm going to bring this decimal straight up and then bring the 3 down. 40 goes into 53 once. Subtract 40 with 13 left over. Bring down the 8. And then 40 goes into 138 3 times, because 40 times 3 would be 120. We're going to stop right here. We're just going to estimate. So per hour, here's the number we need. For each hour, they need to have an income of about $39.13. Now I'm going to highlight it so it doesn't get lost in our work. So again, this was for Collin County. They want us to solve for Salt Lake City, Utah as well. We would do the same process. I'm not going to work this one out fully, but I am going to show the steps. So Salt Lake City had an annual income needed of $81,578. And then we'll do the same process where we divide by the 52 weeks, because that's how many weeks are in a year. 81,578 divided by the 52 would equal 1,568.81, and this would be for the per week. But again, we're trying to figure out how much money per hour they need. So we would take this per week number, 1,568.81, and then since we're working 40 hours in a week, we'll divide that number by 40. And it would end up being about $39.22, and this is for the per hour. Now, this does not have to be one person's income. Remember, 2 adults are living in this house, so together those 2 adults just need to make sure that they're making an income of about $39.22. and this was for Salt Lake City. And I'm going to highlight that name so it stands out to us. Okay, number 3 says to compare the cost of living in Collin County to the cost of living in Salt Lake City, Utah. I just want to point out a few important numbers. Let's look at the annual total for each. So Collin County is about $81,400. Now Collin County, that's where Farmersville is. McKinney, Allen, Frisco, some of those areas are also considered into this number. And then Salt Lake City in Utah ends up being about $81,578 per hour. If with us working, making money, Collin County needs to have about $39.13 of income. That's just the money coming into their household. And then Salt Lake City needs to have about $39.22 of income. These numbers are all pretty close, like $81,400, $81,578 per hour, $39.13, $39.22. These are all very close. So I think it's safe to say that the cost of living in Collin County compared to Salt Lake City, it's about the same. There's not much difference in price for the necessities. Now, if we wanted to be picky, Salt Lake City does require more money than Collin County. But I wouldn't let that extra $178 needed for the whole year stop you from moving to Salt Lake City if that's what you wanted to do. So they're about the same as far as money is concerned. And then I would say that Collin County is less than or cheaper than Salt Lake City. But not by very much. Okay guys, today we looked at budgets. We compared 2 different places on how much money is needed to live there. We learned that Collin County and Salt Lake City, they require about the same amount of money to be able to live there. Technically, Collin County is cheaper than Salt Lake City, but both places are about the same. Thanks for watching.